Hello, welcome to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Thank you for watching. Alright, let's go ahead and watch Lavender's Conquest, hosted by Billa. The gift is a shiny haunter. Alright, Burnt Zebra vs Matthew MLG. So we're going to be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers News Channel for further tournament commentary. Alright, we're here at turn number 1. Burnt Zebra vs Matthew MLG. Matthew MLG. Alright. Man, things are going quite well for me today. Man, I'm really in a good mood today. You know, I have to say, I started off my morning by playing Monopoly 64, and I won against the AI opponents, and then after that, the garbage guy, he visited yesterday, but there was one guy who visited, and I was like, man, today's really a good day. I can go ahead and empty out the trash from the garage. So I ran out there, and the garage, and the garbage guy let me throw the trash in the on the back of his truck. You know, he's one of those compactor things. But yeah, and not only that, but also I finished out a certain food item, and yeah, things are going really well. Tournament, I'm not late. I'm on time. Actually, when I logged on, about Burnt Zebra and Matthew were ready. Man, everything just went so perfect today. Man, all right. Enough of me raving about my day. Let me go ahead and enlighten you with some commentary. Oh yeah, and one more highlight. But I'm sorry to throw you off of the tangent. But one more thing. I am so glad to publish the PSL video. I might want to publish a What Is Roy Thinking. Actually, I have 3 What Is Roy Thinking segments I want to do. So I don't want to spoil it. I do want to make them right after this tournament. Well, actually, yeah, right after this tournament. But yeah. Anyways, enough of me raving about the match, or sorry, about my day. Let me go ahead and tell you all about the tournaments. By the way, for anyone that wants to check out the PSL 8 draft and auction, you can check that out on forums in the PSL page. Wait a minute. You're watching this video on my YouTube channel, right? All you have to do is just click my channel thing, and then you'll find it. There should be a picture of Jeff Bezos and Douglas McMillan. Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, and Douglas McMillan is the CEO of Walmart. You should find those guys, and then a VS symbol. Thank you so much, Startier, for I cannot pronounce her in-game name. Hot or Goto. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. But thank you so much for making that thumbnail. She found some free time in her schedule, and thus I was able to edit. So there you go. I was working all night, and I was able to publish it today. Still feeling a little bit of the, I guess you can say, not really so much of the jet lag, but almost like the workload. I still feel it today. But overall, this day is going so well, and man, I'm sorry, I can just rave more. but you all probably want me to commentate on the tournament. Alright, actually, perfect. This is perfect. As I was done raving about stuff, or not really raving, but as I was commenting on my day, we're in a perfect position. Jolteon is doing substitute, and man, I like the way how my look at this. I like the way how my day's working out. It's so nice, man. Although I think Forms is having quite a field day with GB Weed and Double J's reaction. I thought it was excitement. GB Weed and Double J. Man, those two are funny. Yep, HP Grass. Kind of figured. Substitute. Okay. Now, what does this Jolteon have? Now, I don't want to rave about my day today. I want to commentate on this match. Okay. Porygon 2's, due to the poison progression, is going to have to switch out. And I think I mentioned this a long time ago. If Chansey gets banned, which, well, it is right now, then Porygon 2, I was guessing that Porygon 2 might be the kind of the successor of Chansey. Although Node did mention on forums that she wants to bring up the opposing points on the Chansey ban, and I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny anything because I don't have any intel there. But maybe, just maybe, Chansey could be yanked from the Ubers due to the amount of backlash that people have had on forums. Okay. That Rose guy really did start up a firestorm there. Okay, anyways. I guess that's kind of relevant to the match because there's Porygon 2 there. Porygon 2, in my opinion, it's kind of like putting Chansey and a Gardevoir in a blender almost, because Gardevoir has the trace ability, and Chansey is kind of the normal special defensive wall. So you put those two aspects in a blender and you get a pretty kind of like an okay Pokemon. Not really the best, but it's okay. It's not it's no Chansey, but it's okay. It's not bad, but it's Chansey is just a little better at its job than Porygon 2. Maybe this is just a test man. I don't know with Chansey. Okay. Ursaring, Earthquake, Armaldo. Armaldo didn't take that too well. Now, I don't know why Burn Zebra would bring Armaldo out there. Maybe he has a superpower on it that he wants to test out. He's like, I think superpower can hit most things, know you. Or he could just be doing Rock Blast or Choice Band and stuff. Okay, let's see what Armaldo has in stock. Yep, superpower. Alright, so if you're carrying Armaldo, especially like this, you kind of need superpower. Because superpower is a pretty heavy-hitting move. And yeah. Alright, so there's a superpower. Oh, knockout blow. Wow. Now, if that were a Chansey can... I think Chansey could take that just slightly better. Slightly better. Alright. Let's see, who is next? Flareon! Alright. Let me just make sure my mic is in my mouth. There we go. Okay. So you can hear me a little better. Maybe it's just me having my volume down on my computer, but sometimes I can hardly hear myself whenever I'm editing and stuff, and I'm like, maybe I don't have the mic close to my mouth. So there we go. Alright, so wow. Ooh, special attack harshly fell. Alright. Tell you what, I remember in the last tournament my concentration kind of increased whenever I put whenever I put this laptop here on top of a, I guess you can kind of say on top of boxes. Let me try this again. Maybe I could be able to focus just as much as I did back in the Quillfish tournament. Alright, so now, okay, Burnt Zebra is doing quite well. Actually, not just doing well, I think he's going to win this match. Actually, not I think. He's going to win this match. And no need to do probabilities because it's like 99.99999% chance that Burnt Zebra is going to win this match. It's Burnt Zebra has 2 surprise Pokemon. Matthew has no idea what Burnt Zebra has in stock. Porygon 2 is going to literally sweep the floor with this Milotic. Thunderbolt should do it. Critical hit. GG. Oh. Alright. Does this Matthew have what it takes? Could he possibly revive the match? Well, due to that poison, I'm gonna say no. Okay. Alright. The Thunderbolt is going to make contact, and the poison is going to take a toll on Milotic. Alright. There. I'll put it this way. Matthew, I know you tried so hard, but I don't think there's any hope for you at this point. I really don't think so. Because you're just going to be out of recovering more. Yep. I saw Burnt Zebra's victory from a mile away. GG. Alright. So, let's see who is next. Alright. Wow, we're on a really good day today. And the right time. Hey, there's a guy named Right Time. Man, I cannot make this stuff up. We literally ended the match at the right time. Genie Colada vs Right Time. Alright, we're going to be right back. Please stay tuned to the Rubber Arts channel for further tournament commentary. Alright, we are here. Genie Colada vs Right Time. And the first turn was a switch, so it wasn't really useful. But Ursaring did decide to do a Swords Dance, and I think that is going to hurt quite a bit. Alright, so Milotic is going to do the Haze, and Ursaring is going to do Return. With a critical. Wow. Now, Milotic, I think, is going to recover. Alright. Alright, so Ursaring is going to switch into Tenta-Time. Turn. Alright. Alright, Porygon 2, Marvel Scale, and Milotic is going to switch into Metagross. Ooh. Nice! But I don't think HP Fire is going to be good enough to stop Metagross. I think Metagross can knock this Pori out. Alright, now Metagross can do Thunder Punch if it's not banded. If it is, then I feel bad for Metagross. But it's not banded, so that means it can do Thunder Punch. Milotic is going to do Surf, but that I don't think that's going to deter Metagross from continually doing Thunder Punch. Metagross, you can do it. I think you can seriously do some damage. The Thunder Punch, don't switch. At this point, you're +1 attack. You're faster than Milotic. I don't see any reason why Metagross should switch. And he did not, and he knocked out Right Time's Milotic. Alright, so who is next? See, the problem is that I don't know what this Pokemon is, and I don't know what this Pokemon is. And both opponents are hiding that Pokemon for some odd reason that I can't tell you. Alright. Umbreon might come next, perhaps? I think it's going to either be Umbreon or the first Pokemon. We went into this match at second turn, so we don't have much knowledge about the match, not as much as the opponents here, but I think that the first Pokemon of both opponents might be revealed. Well, at least one. The other guy can keep his Pokemon secret if he's on the winning side. Then he doesn't have to show his first Pokemon. To us, anyways. Well, I mean, he showed it at the beginning, but... Alright, now, the first Pokemon has been revealed, and now we have some knowledge as to the match. How the match is doing. Alright, well, at least on Gina Colada's side. Now we have the same knowledge as Right Time has about Gina Colada. But we still don't have knowledge of Right Time's first Pokemon here. I don't know if it's Metagross. I'm inclined to say either Metagross or... Man, it's... Actually, this is actually a pretty fun game, guessing what the first Pokemon is. But as of right now, it's only Conspiracy. Alright, so Porygon 2 is going to come in. What's Arcanine going to do? Arcanine might switch into something because of Tentacruel scaring it out. Yep. Umbreon's going to come in. Oh yeah, and the best part about Umbreon is that it has the ability Synchronize, which means that if Porygon 2 decides to do Toxic, well then that means Porygon 2 is going to also be poisoned as well. Alright, so our Arcanine's going to come back. And what's Porygon going to switch into? Back into Ursaring. So if Right Time plays really, really well, then we won't have to see the first Pokemon. However, if Right Time doesn't perform that well, then I think the first Pokemon is going to be revealed one way or another. Unless Right Time just disconnects and says that he loses. But that's if Right Time is not doing so well. Alright. So there's Earthquake. I think Earthquake might be able to knock out from that range. Might. Well, actually, yeah, I think it could knock out. But the reason why I was hesitant is because I was factoring in the fact that Arcanine might do Morning Sun. Alright, so there's Earthquake. Does not affect Gyarados. Ursaring might go into... Oh, Ursaring just going to stay put. Alright. Earthring is really risking it, but okay. Oh, man. Yep. This does not look well for right time. Second Dragon Dance. Junica Colada. Whatever it is, don't get greedy with those stats. Alright, try to attack. Don't do a third D dance. That's right, that's right. Okay, good. Now, I'm assuming that Tentacruel might come in. Oh, now we know right time's first Pokemon. Both of them have Arcanine. Oh man, so the first turn, I can tell you that both Arcanines were facing each other the first turn, and both of them switched. And the second turn was the time that we started taping this match. So there we go. So now we have insider knowledge as to, not really, I guess it's not really insider. It's like people who watched the match from the get-go already knew about this, but for people watching my broadcast, we just found out what happened. Well, there were two Arcanines, they were facing each other, they couldn't attack each other, so both of them switched out. Oh! Oh, wow! Hit after hit. Right time, I don't think is doing so well. In fact, I think he came around it at the wrong time. Oh man, this is bad for Junica Koalada. Man, I can never get tired saying that name. Junica Koalada. Oh man, that's so it sounds like a flavor of a milkshake or something. Oh man. All right. The waterfall, which is not going to be very effective, and it's going to knock out Tentacruel, even if it's not effective. What's right time strategy? Well, if I were right time, what I would do is I would try to go into Arcanine, intimidate Gyarados, and yeah, or do Porygon 2 and then Trace the Intimidate. Yeah, that's actually a better strategy. Yeah, I almost forgot about Trace. So, not almost. I just forgot about Trace. All right. So Gyarados is going to switch into Umbreon, and what is Porygon 2 going to do? Porygon 2 is going to do a recover. I don't know why Gyarados couldn't just do a waterfall. Actually, come to think of it, I don't think a waterfall can knock out from that range. So I think that Junica Koalada is, I think he did the right thing. All right. And Umbreon serves as a pretty good cleric. Now, I don't know if there's any other cleric in OU, but as of right now, the only cleric I know of is Umbreon, ever since Chansey's ban. Yeah, I'm looking around in OU to see if I can find any cleric. I don't know if Porygon 2 is a cleric or not. Gardevoir... I don't know. Is Gardevoir, can Gardevoir be considered a cleric? Let me go through the tutor moves and see. Ooh, but Umbreon has very good defenses. Yep. All right. Gardevoir can be considered a cleric because it has Heal Bell. Alright, so Umbreon and Gardevoir are the two clerics. Is there a third one? I want to say Porygon 2, but I just don't know. Let's see. Nope. And that's also why Porygon 2 has a slight disadvantage, but it can learn Pain Split. I saw it someplace. Paint split. There we go. Paint split. So there is a slight edge for Porygon 2. Porygon 2 can learn paint split, but it's a bit of a far cry to say that Porygon 2 can be a cleric. I think it's a really good special defensive Pokemon, but I don't think it's a cleric. Okay. I think the only two clerics that I know of, maybe there might be more, is Porygon 2, or not Porygon 2, sorry, Umbreon and Gardevoir. Alright, so the match is kind of shaping itself out, so far it doesn't look good for Ride Time. Actually, it looks pretty bad for him because, you know, he keeps switching in and out, and that's usually not a good sign. And Ride Time, I think he's trying to regain a certain grip in the match, and he's trying. He's trying to hold on to the best of his ability. Do I think he's going to do it? Maybe. We don't know. Alright, so synchronize. That means that Umbreon has the heal bell. So Umbreon, and the cleric on Genie Canalata's side is still alive. Now, I don't... Is Arcanine considered a cleric? I guess it's... I was thinking about that. Can Arcanine be considered? Let me check that. Weird. Because I know some people run Arcanine as a wall, and unfortunately for people who want their Arcanine to help them, no heal bell. Well, alright. I guess Porygon 2 is going to have to enjoy being poisoned because it's not going to be pleasant. Alright, so Umbreon, right now, Genie Canalata's in really good position. And so far, the only two confirmed clerics that I see, at least. Maybe there might be more. Or Gardevoir and Umbreon. Those two are the confirmed clerics. Now, there could be more in... or there could be more lurking that we may not know about as of the time of this tape, but... yeah, alright. So there's the Gyarados. Alright. Gyarados can do Dragon Dance once or twice, or maybe 3 times, maybe. Just to kind of make up. Oh. So if Gyarados does decide to do Dragon Dance, then Gyarados is going to be neutral. In attack power, because now Gyarados is at -1 because... Actually, no, I don't think it's going to be... I think it's going to be minor. Let's see. How did it happen? Oh. Oh, so Gyarados came... Alright, so Gyarados is neutral. Or not neutral, sorry. Well, since he didn't do Dragon Dance, I guess you could consider that neutral. Or not neutral, sorry, -1. Alright. So Gyarados is right now at -1 because it didn't do Dragon Dance. does Dragon Dance, it's going to be neutral in attack, and if it does Dragon Dance another time, then it's going to be +1 in attack. Okay. This match is not so straightforward, so I'm sorry if there's a little bit of some gaps in my commentary here. But this match is not very straightforward, but all I can say about this match is that this is not a good position for Right Time. Right Time is at the worst position ever. That's all I can say about this match, because as of this point, anything goes, and I can't really predict. Well, I'll put it this way. The climate of this match makes it to where I can't predict it as well. Yeah, people saw Gyarados switching from a mile away because Aerodactyl has Rock Slide. Yep. All right. So what's gonna happen? All right. Aerodactyl is gonna switch into Arcanine. Alright, and Arcanine is going to switch into Milotic. Ooh. Oh. Alright, Right Time. I have a prediction. You may not like it, but it's a probability. There's an 80% chance that Genie Catalata, the milkshake, is going to win the match. The milkshake guy, I guess you could say. Well, unless Aerodactyl gets tons of crits and flinches. If Aerodactyl gets a ton of flinches and crits, then maybe you might be back in business Right Time. But you did lower down the chance from 80 to 75, which is a lowering down by -5%, but it's still a pretty high percentage for Genie Catalata. In other words, the victory margin is still pretty good. Now, if Aerodactyl continue, now it's just the haxes and the crits. If Gyarados flinches, and if there's a ton of crits, then this match can revive itself. Nope. GG. Right, Genie Catalata has won. GG. Alright. So now we're going to take a look at Genie Catalata vs Burnt Zebra. We're going to be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers News channel for further tournament commentary. This time I'm going to try to be a little bit more focused. Alright. Final match. Burnt Zebra vs Genie Catalata. Alright. The milkshake guy. Alright. So, I don't know, that name just sounds like a milkshake. Okay. Oh, man. So Flygon is going to switch into Tentacruel, and Milotic is going to do Surf. Alright, Milotic is going to kick us off with the Surf. Alright, so what's going to happen next? Alright, this time I'm going to set the laptop up here with the box. I don't know, the boxes and the eye level thing, it seems to increase my level of concentration. Because I feel almost like I'm kind of talking to people. And whenever I'm sitting in a chair, sometimes I get a little exhausted, personally. Alright. Kind of need to walk around a little here. Alright, so Porygon 2 is going to switch into Fortress, and Metagross is going to do a Meteor Mash, but it's not going to be very effective. And Bird Zebra didn't get the attack boost. I know that the mouse in the middle of the battle scene might bother some people, so I'm going to move it. Alright, so Tentacruel is going to come in. Earthquake is going to make contact. Tentacruel is almost knocked out, but not quite. Fortress is going to switch, predicting either Surf or some Tentacruel carry HP Fire. Yep, this Tentacruel carries HP Fire. Alright, I've seen a lot of HP Fire Tentacruel lately. I guess it's due to the outbreak of Fortress and Skymory. Ever since Chansey was banned, Fortress and Skymory really kind of dominated the I mean, yeah, Chansey and Fortress kind of dominate the battle scene, but it was a little bit more pronounced as Chansey was banned. Fortress and the Skymory are a little bit more pronounced, which means that there's going to be a lot more things with probably Fire Blast or HP Fire or something with some sort of fire move. So there we go. Alright. So there's the recover. Alright. Alright. So what's going to happen here? My low tick might switch into maybe Porygon 2, perhaps, because some Tentacruel carry around Giga Drain. I don't know if this Tentacruel carries Giga Drain, but some Tentacruel carry around Giga Drain. I'm not too sure if Burn Zebra wants to take the risk. I mean, he could, but I don't know if he wants to. So Burn Zebra has decided to take the risk. Alright, so oh, actually he didn't decide because he's switching. Sorry about that. So sometimes Burn Zebra switches first, sometimes the other opponent switches first. It's a little confusing for me. Alright, so what's going to happen here? Umbreon has synchronized. Porygon 2 is going to switch into Magneton, predicting a Toxic. Alright, also due to the outbreak of Chansey and Fortress, Magneton became popular again. You know that if Magneton is hanging around, that probably means that Skymory and Fortress are one of the biggest, or some of the biggest concerns in the competitive scene. You know that that's the case if you see Magnetons everywhere in battle. Alright, just a little pro quote tip here. Alright, so, Hidden Power Fire, yep. Due to the outbreak of Skymory and Fortress, you have a Magneton that's prepared for either Skymory or Fortress. Alright, so Magneton is going to switch into Crobat. Bird Zebra is known for his Crobat. Near the finals, usually. Whenever I film his matches, he usually likes to carry around Crobat. Now, Crobat's going to switch because Crobat's going to predict Arcanine to do Flamethrower, which it does. It does do Flamethrower. Man, I spoke a little too slow. Oh, man. Alright, so Arcanine's probably going to switch, predicting that my low tick is going to do Surf. That's what Genie Canalata is predicting. And, yep, his prediction is correct, because my low tick did decide to do a Surf. Well, Burn Zebra decided to order my low tick to do Surf. Alright, there we go. I was about to say Manectric. Alright, I had to stop myself. This Fortress is coming by. Wish is coming by. Wish! Okay, so what is Umbreon going to do? Umbreon... Sorry about that. Umbreon is probably going to switch into something that's a little bit... is in a little bit of some health trouble. Tentacruel would probably be the best one there. Alright, so Fortress is going to lay some spikes. Now, I don't know if Genie Canalata has Rapid Spin or not. He needs to have it, because if he doesn't, then Burn Zebra can just set up so many spikes. But Tentacruel was able to spin off all those spikes. Alright, so what's going to happen with Tentacruel? By the way, Tentacruel is now, Tentacruel is now OU. It used to be UU, but people found some potential in Tentacruel, and ta-da! It became OU. Okay, that's pretty much the story of Tentacruel. Tentacruel used to be UU a while back, because people didn't really see the potential of Tentacruel. Tentacruel is so common. You know, you bump into Tentacool and Tentacruel, and you look and you think, those things aren't really too powerful, who cares? And then some people like, hey, let's try this in OU. And all of a sudden people started to fall in love with Tentacruel. Some of the brave people out there in the competitive scene that decided to test out Tentacruel really did show out Tentacruel's potential. And that is why Tentacruel is OU today. And if it wasn't for those brave players who decided to test out Tentacruel, then Tentacruel would probably still be in UU. Okay. Anyways, enough of Tentacruel's backstory. Let's go ahead and continue the match here. So Fortress is going to switch into Milotic, and Arcanine's going to do a Toxic, which is going to poison me, the Manectric. I don't know if Burnt Zebra has a Cleric or not. Hang on. Go back. Let's see. Can't learn Yell Bell. That's unfortunate for Burnt Zebra. But I don't know if Milotic can learn Yell Bell or not. Actually, let's check that out too while we're at it. I don't see it. Yeah. So far, the only confirmed clerics are Umbreon and Gardevoir. Alright. So what is Magneton going to do? Magneton... Huh. What would Magneton's going to do? Magneton... I mean, it's a given. I'm gonna say that it's a given that Magneton has Thunderbolt, and we know that it has HP Fire because it's not effective against Arcanine. So this is kind of like the Magnet Pole ability. Magneton. All right, so. Magneton is probably going to switch because Arcanine's hanging around, and Arcanine could possibly knock it out if the Flamethrower is critical hit. It's actually, yeah, I think that's a Magnet Pole Magneton. I don't think it's a sturdy Magneton. Alright. So, what is going to happen? There's a Flamethrower. Flamethrower is going to make contact, not very effective, but my Milotic's going to do a Surf there, and it's going to be super effective against Arcanine. Arcanine is going to have to switch if Genie Kokalada is going to have to switch if he wants his Arcanine to survive. I mean, yeah, he can continue to do Morning Sun, but yeah. Alright, so the first knockout was at turn number 30. Okay, turn number 30 was the first knockout. And so far the match is slightly leaned towards Burnt Zebra's favor. Can the match change? At this point, yes, it can change. But as of right now, the match is slightly leaning towards Burnt Zebra's favor. Alright. Slightly. Keep in mind I said slightly, because that could change. Okay, So what is Porygon 2 gonna do? Porygon... I guess Porygon 2 is kind of known for Thunderbolt, so... Tentacruel's gonna switch into Umbreon and see what Porygon 2 is capable of. Porygon 2 does decide to do Thunderbolt, which is gonna be with Umbreon, because Umbreon is a good defense and special defense wall. Umbreon could be the next Chansey. Well, the dark version of Chansey. But instead of one weakness, which is fighting, Umbreon... I think Umbreon has... I think the dark. I think it's like pure dark. Is it just fighting in bug? No wonder why Sableye in this generation. Okay. Anyways, the weakness, I'm gonna say, the only two weaknesses are fighting and bug, which pretty much makes Machamp still usable in this in this OU meta, and also it could make some offensive bug types more powerful, like Heracross, for example. Okay. So there's alright, so Flygon's gonna switch into Tentacruel. It's not gonna be very effective. So what is Burnt Zebra gonna do? Burnt Zebra's gonna switch. I don't know if this Crobat is special choice banded or not. I'm kind of inclined to say yes, but I just don't know. Alright. There's the Fortress. Meteor Mash is not going to be very effective, and there is going to be no attack boost, which pretty much means that Genie Cuddalata is... I think he's going to have to switch his Metagross. Oh, Burnt Zebra can... Ooh, crit! Oh, man. Genie Cuddalata might want to switch into Flygon, because Flygon is, it has the ability to levitate, which means that Earthquake cannot hit it. Or I could switch into Milotic. Either way, I guess. If I were Genie Cuddalata, I would go straight into Flygon. Now, that's assuming that Flygon has Fire Punch or Fire Blast. If it doesn't have Fire Punch or Fire Blast, then yeah, I would go into Milotic. Alright. So Fortress is going to switch into Porygon 2. And... I want to say that Metagross might do Earthquake. Keep in mind I said might. Meteor Mash... he's really playing with fire on that. What is Genie trying to hunt for? Is Genie trying to hunt for an attack boost? I mean, I don't know if that's what he's hunting for, but if that's the case, then I don't think that's a really good idea. All right, so Burnt Zebra is going to do Earthquake. Now I don't know what this Fortress has. Maybe it also has a Pin Missile. I don't know. All right, so what is going to happen here? So Crobat's going to come in. Flygon is going to do Flamethrower. Yep. All right, so actually add a move to the list. It's either going to be Fire Punch, Flamethrower, or Fire Blast. Those are the three fire moves that Flygon could carry if... Remember, it's the rise of Fortress and Skymory. Fortress and Skymory are probably more pronounced ever since Chansey was banned from OU. Fortress and Fortress and Skymery are much more pronounced. Thus, you see a lot more stuff with HP Fire, Heat Wave, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, and then you see pure fire types like Arcanine around, because there's kind of a need for that. All right. And Porygon 2's Thunderbolt, yeah, it can also be for Starmie, but I think one of the main reasons why Porygon 2 has Thunderbolt, other than Metagross, is, well, actually for two threats. Gyarados and Skymery. Notice how Skymery and Fortress pretty much, in a sense, a lot of people built their teams around trying to counteract Fortress and Skymery. And you can pretty much see why at this point. Fortress and Skymery can hold their own as far as physical bulk is concerned. Special bulk, Umbreon can hold its own too. Alright, so the spikes. Alright, so Fortress is going to switch into Porygon 2. And what is Milotic going to do? Milotic is going to do Surf. Alright, so there's the leftovers. Alright. Ah, man. Recover? Alright. Yep, Thunderbolt does not do that much because Umbreon is good in special defense. And plus it's really good against Starmie because, come to think of it, Umbreon has the move Pursuit, which is really good, and Stab as well. I mean, I don't think it can knock out, but it's still a pretty good move that Umbreon carries. Alright, so, yeah, alright, so Umbreon, I think Umbreon could actually think of it. I don't think there's any reason why Umbreon should stay around. I think Umbreon should do Wish and switch. Okay. I really don't think that was warranted. I think it would be preferable if Umbreon can just go into something that can knock out Magneton, but Magneton, I mean, you could PP stall it, you could try, I mean, it doesn't really hurt to try. Alright, so Metal Sound, okay. Genie Carlotta, you better run now, because Magneton has Metal Sound, and that means that your special defenses are not going to be as strong as they used to be. I think Metal Sound means that, I think it lowers down by -1. Alright, -1 special defense. Alright, so I think that Bert Zebra's just kind of testing out the waters here. See, okay, maybe I need to do a second Metal Sound, or maybe I can do Thunderbolt. Either way, I think Umbreon's a little terrified. And what is Magneton going to do? Magneton is going to go for straight to Substitute, which means that Burnt Zebra might do Thunderbolt, which means that the Genie Carlotta... No, that's one of the worst moves you could do. Oh, good. Okay, be thankful that Magneton did not get critical, because if it did, then Tentacruel would have been done, would have been over with. Okay, So Tentacruel is going to switch into Milotic, and Porygon 2 is going to do Thunderbolt. I don't think that was the smartest switch in the world, but that's a good way to kind of transition. But Umbreon would have been a better Pokemon to switch into, because see, look, Thunderbolt barely even hits it. Thunderbolt, I mean, Umbreon would have been a better Pokemon to transition to. Milotic is not really the best. I mean, yeah, it can take a couple some Thunderbolts, but it's still not really something that's advisable. All right. Alright, so Milotic is going to do Surf, and I don't know if it's going to be Fatal or not. Return! Alright. So, Porygon 2. This Porygon 2 is mixed, so Thunderbolt and Return. Alright. I think that Burnt Zebra is trying to PP stall the Milotic. I think what he's trying to do is that he's trying to lower down Milotic on its recover resources, which basically means that the Burnt Zebra is trying to deplete Milotic from its basic necessities, and that's probably why he's staying in. He's staying in because he wants to deplete Milotic of simple resources like Recover, Surf. Burnt Zebra, I think he's trying to get rid of the Recovers in particular. I mean, Surf is just kind of like a side thing, but I think he's also trying to get rid of Recover from a PP standpoint. He's trying to make sure it runs out of PP, so that way he can hone in and hit Milotic really, really hard, and Milotic cannot recover itself, for the exception of leftovers. Unless Burnt Zebra has knockoff. Which I don't see him have knockoff anywhere. Alright, so Porygon 2 is continually doing Thunderbolt over and over and over again. Alright. Okay, so leftover recovery, leftovers. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Alright. Charges. There we go. Just a little better. Okay, I can see the screen now, just a little brighter. I did that on purpose, by the way. I made my screen a little darker so I can remind myself, oh no, it's not plugged. And then whenever it is plugged, I made it to where the screen would go a little brighter. Yeah, I guess you can kind of say that's kind of like my battery saving thing. So there we go. Alright. Porygon 2. What's Porygon 2 going to do? Porygon 2 could do a myriad amount of things. Metagross is going to come in. Porygon 2 is going to recover. Alright, Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. Okay, so Burnt Zebra. Ginny Colada. I think one of the smartest. I think one of the most. Not smartest. That's the word. One of the most clever things that Genie could have done was switch into Umbreon. But hey, you know, due to his persistence, he did knock out Fortress, which is kind of a minor threat, but it did have spikes though, so that's good. But there's still a bit of some more progress, because Porygon 2 is still a pretty dangerous Pokemon, and you don't want it to be hanging around. Alright, now, Genie, knowing that that Crobat has Heat Wave, I think what Metagross should do is switch into Milotic or Umbreon. Those are your two options, or Flygon, either way. Actually, Flygon, there is a chance to get burned, so don't do it. Alright, so Umbreon is the best choice, and Umbreon was burned, but the Synchronize makes it to where Crobat was burned too. Oh, man. Okay. So Umbreon is going to switch into Tentacruel, and what is Crobat going to do? Crobat, oh, nice taunt. That's a clever little Crobat. I thought it was banded, but I guess it's not banded. It's kind of it's a clever Crobat. You have to use it really carefully, but if you use it really carefully, then yeah, it's a clever Crobat. Alright, so Thunderbolt? Anyone? I think Thunderbolt. I think it's gonna be Thunderbolt. Alright, so Metagross is gonna switch into Flygon. Genie thinks it's gonna be Thunderbolt. And he was wrong, and I was wrong, and the Burnt Zebra switched into Milotic. Okay. Turn number 89. Flygon is probably going to be knocked out. Unless Flygon switches. Alright, so Burnt Zebra's Milotic did get taken out. I don't want to say that Burnt Zebra's in trouble. He still has Crobat, and Crobat is a speed monster. Alright. Sludge Bomb. Okay. I kind of think that Crobat's going to switch because Sludge Bomb is probably not going to knock out from this range. Maybe Burnt Zebra can try, but it's kind of a little risky. Yeah. And Crobat can still live. I mean, Crobat can still live to take another hit. Alright, so Tentacruel is going to switch into Milotic. Or back into Milotic, I should say. Alright, so what is Porygon 2 going to do? Porygon 2. Porygon 2. Porygon 2, I think, might do the Stall War again with Thunderbolt, return, and Thunderbolt, return, Thunderbolt, return. Excuse me for a moment. Oh, it's my neighbor. Alright. Yeah, he's a van, and sometimes when he closes the door, he doesn't do it very... he doesn't do it very quietly. He just goes BANG! And I'm like, oh, what was that? Oh, man. Alright, so, anyways. Alright. So, Porygon 2 is going to switch into Milotic, or not Milotic, sorry, Magneton. Nice Steel Bell. But is it too late? Well, Magneton might do Substitute. Tentacruel! And I predicted it. Substitute. Magneton is also probably going to do Thunderbolt as well instead of Hidden Power Fire to ensure the knockout. Okay. Tentacruel is going to be knocked out. And that, I don't think that was really a smart idea. Tentacruel did kind of counter Crobat. And now you kind of have to you kind of put yourself in a funny position. I mean, now you're going to have to play with Umbreon a little bit. And you could still make it work, but it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle. If I were Genie, I would have kept Tentacruel alive because of Crobat. Because I know that Burnt Zebra's biggest vulnerability right now in this match, as I can tell, I don't know what the mystery Pokemon is, but from what I can tell, the biggest vulnerability that Burnt Zebra has is Crobat. Ooh. Now who's faster? Umbreon might need to switch because I don't think Umbreon can live another return by Porygon 2. Yeah. Wish. You can make a wish, but that does not mean you're going to survive. Okay. So Metagross is going to do Agility. I think it's out of desperation, but alright. Alright, so Metagross did get Wish, and Metagross is faster, but can Metagross make up the loss of its comrades? I mean, alright. Genie Canalata, I think, is at a really good position right now. Metagross is a little faster, and Crobat, or actually Burnt Zebra, has to hope that Crobat is faster, which it's not, and Crobat is down. Wow. Come to think of it. Genie might have taken the match. Yeah. He might have taken the match here. Oh man. GG. I think it's over. GG. Wow. That was a pretty tight tournament. And Burnt Zebra is a very, very experienced player. So I think that kind of caught Burnt Zebra off guard. I don't think that he kind of expected the agility from Metagross and then the Wish and all that stuff. I don't think Burnt Zebra really thought that, and I don't think I thought that too. And yeah, I mean that was pretty revolutionary if you kind of think about it. Yeah. Anyways. Congratulations, Genie Canalata. This is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased Roy Rogers News.